So let's take a look here at our chart. We're just looking at a basic ES chart on a daily time frame, but you can use these options and these navigation movements within any of the chart windows. So for example, if I just want to scroll back through my chart, we can use the scroll bar here at the bottom. You'll see we can scroll to the right here to come back to the current bar. We can scroll back to see prior price action if we wanted to. One thing we can do here is we can actually click within our x-axis. So if we click and hold and then drag left, we can compress our price bars horizontally, and we can expand them just by dragging to the opposite way. So dragging to the left here will expand them, dragging to the right will compress them horizontally. Now, if I wanted to do the same here within the y-axis, it actually works a little bit differently. Clicking here and then dragging up or down actually moves the price bars as their position. It doesn't expand or compress them. It actually just moves their position on the screen. So you can kind of center the price bars, or you can move them out of view to see different price areas here as well. But we can still compress and expand the price bars vertically as well. So by default, we can do that just by holding down our control key while we actually drag up or down on the price axis. So you'll see now we're actually compressing and expanding the price bars vertically. So we can do that here using that control key, of course, or we can just click and drag up or down here in the y-axis just to move the actual position of these bars. Now, if you did kind of get these out of whack, say I kind of got them a little bit there, I can't really see all my bars, I don't really know exactly how it got there, we can reset at any time just by double mouse clicking here within the y-axis. So I'm just going to double click here, and you'll see it'll automatically fit our price bars kind of in a nice and pretty way here within our chart for us in case we kind of get lost or move them out of the way here. Again, just a double click. Now we saw how to kind of move these independently. We can drag up or down here, we can compress, and you'll notice that we only control one at a time here. So we're only controlling either the vertical axis here, the price axis, or the horizontal axis by compressing or decompressing. But one thing we can actually do is we can bind those two together, and we can do that using a right mouse click menu here. And I'm going to right mouse click within our y-axis, and we can use the set x and y constant relationship option here. So if we go ahead and set that, we'll actually notice that it does switch it to a different scaling mode. So that's why it kind of auto-centered here. We're not going to go through that in this video, but we'll go through that in the second video, what that kind of means as well. But for now, just focus on this set x and y constant relationship. So what this means is in our y-axis, we're actually going to control both the horizontal and the vertical axis. So if I compress or decompress, we're not only compressing vertically, but we're compressing horizontally. You can see that on our chart pretty clearly there. So if I expand these, we can kind of zoom in or zoom out on both the vertical basis here and the horizontal basis. So that's just an easy way to kind of bind those together. Now what you'll notice here is you can still expand or contract here, and you'll see it kind of does that as well horizontally in the x-axis. But we can still move our position just as normal up or down. Now I want to take a look at one more option here for this first video, and we'll go through the rest of the options in that second video. I'm just going to switch back to scale range automatic, which we're going to go through in the second video. You'll notice that we can again reset our kind of position here or our scaling just by double mouse clicking here. Another option that we can do is we can actually use the reset and lock. So if I wanted to, if I kind of got out of whack here, say we lost our price bars, we just wanted to reset, I can reset and lock, and then that will lock the position for the y-axis. So now that I'm clicking and dragging up or down, nothing's really happening because we've locked our position there. So that's just an easy way to kind of have it set up so you don't accidentally compress or decompress on the y-axis. Now if you wanted to actually go back and set it back so that you could do that, you can move back to the interactive scale move option here. And I'm going to go through these options in more detail on that second video as well. So default, just know that it is set to interactive scale move here, and that will give you the scroll up or down option and the control click here to kind of compress or decompress in the y-axis. Well, stay tuned for that second video on some more scaling options here within Sierra Chart. Thank you for joining us today. If you have any questions for us here at Optimus, just let us know by either giving us a call or sending us an email. You can also check out our website at optimusfutures.com.